Hey folks, it is Friday, March 8th, 2024. The time is 3:05 p.m. and the temperature here in Bangkok, Thailand is 35 degrees Celsius. And I'm here at the Nana BTS station. And there's a look towards Asok. And for this one, I'm going to be heading down to Soi 11 and walking to the hotel I'm staying at, the Aira Hotel. And I'll do a walk through the property and show my room and some of the amenities at the hotel, like the swimming pool, the gym, and the breakfast facilities. And I'll offer up my thoughts and impressions on the Aira Hotel. Spoiler alert, it is quite excellent and probably my new favorite hotel in this part of town. And if you were getting here by transit, this would likely be the stop you get off. And that is why I chose to start this video from here, just to show you the immediate area. And this is probably the single most popular area to stay at in Bangkok. It's certainly quite touristy, but it is like that for good reason. It is very convenient. And this stretch of Sukhumvit Road here has almost an overwhelming number of hotels at pretty much every budget. So there is plenty of choice. And this here is Soi 11. The odd number sois are on this side of the street, and the even number sois are over there. And Soi Nana is off in that direction, probably a 7 or 8 minute walk. And the Terminal 21 shopping mall is about as far in that direction. This is Soi 11. And I'm staying at this hotel for 4 nights. This night will be my last night. I've stayed at a few other hotels right around here. There's one called the Aloft, which is pretty much across the street. And that's a Marriott property, if I'm not mistaken, and that one is a little bit more expensive, but dare I say nowhere near as good. Oh, look at that black smoke from the tailpipe, one of those vehicles. And at night this area really wakes up. There is Finch. And just around the corner on that alley, there's a really good Thai restaurant. But this is one of Bangkok's most popular streets for nightlife. There's 4 or 5 really big nightclubs here. And a lot of bars and restaurants. And a few rooftop patios. There's the closest 7-Eleven to the hotel. If you need any supplies, there's a Taco Bell, a Burger King. This used to be a bar complex on the left, but that has moved a few sois over. Or at least something similar has reappeared. There's a big condo going in. if you want to stay central in Bangkok and have close connections to transit, there's also an MRT station at the Sok. And you want to have nightlife at your doorstep, I think this is a great spot. There's the Ambassador Hotel. And my hotel room actually faces the tower wing of the Ambassador there. I didn't get a chance to record the street at night yet. But it really comes alive. There's the hotel, the Aira. It's pretty new. And it's billed as a 4-star hotel, but take star ratings in this country with a grain of salt. You'll find a lot of so-called reviews of budget 5-star hotels that aren't even 3 stars in quality. Pattaya is another city where pretty much every YouTube review you see will call most of the hotels 4 and 5 stars when they're not even close to that in quality. But this one is absolutely a true 4-star. And it's got this sports bar in the base. I was there last night having some drinks. The building itself is older. It's been converted. You got the German brew house right here on the left. And Hemingway. Apparently this is great for breakfast. But I opted for the hotel breakfast. And right here is Sugar Club. It's a hip-hop nightclub. The Aloft Hotel has a club called Levels, and there's another one down there, I believe, called Candy. And a few more nightclubs on the street, but there is the Aira. I think it used to be a wing of the Grand President. And I'm staying in a premier corner room. And at this time of year, that was $536 for 4 nights. I did have a standard king room booked. That was just $383. That didn't include breakfast. But I decided to upgrade it to a much bigger room that included breakfast. All right, let's head into the lobby. I don't know if opulent is the right word, but it's certainly quite nice. And there's a Starbucks. And the breakfast is just up these stairs. There's also a restaurant. And I guess what I'll do now is I'll insert a clip I recorded of breakfast, which I think is served between 6 and 10:30 a.m. So this is the breakfast space. And to get here, you have to go through reception and then head up to the second floor of a connected building. The breakfast buffet is quite excellent. There's a couple of coffee machines. And this room is mostly Asian food, stir-fried vegetables. There's some chicken curry. But that is just half of it. There's an omelet station. You can get cereal, water, there's fruit. They usually have pineapple, but not today. I did come here late. Breakfast, I think, is 6:30 till 10 a.m. or 10:30 a.m. It is 10:18 a.m. It's just getting some watermelon. There's where you get your eggs. Bacon, mixed veg. Toasted bread. Some jams and spreads. Pancakes and croissants. They had French toast the other day. I found the breakfast here to be quite excellent. And at night, this area transforms into a restaurant. And there is a look at Soy 11. I'm quite hungover today, so I'm going to go finish up my breakfast and maybe add to it. Now, there's a lot of restaurants in the area where if you'd rather go out and get breakfast daily, of course you can, especially if you're going to be pushing the limits of getting here by 10 a.m. or so. But if you are the type to go for a hotel breakfast, definitely, I would say go for it here. And we're back. Check-in was at 3, but I got here around 2, and the room was ready. They were extremely friendly and polite during the check-in process. So I'm going to head up to the rooftop pool on 8. And that's also where the exercise room is. That was the first time I came through that door and someone didn't hold it open for me. Certainly not a big deal.
8?
8. There's the gym. Hello.
Yes.
I'm taking a look.
You have key card?
Oh, key card. Makes sense. So you need a key card to get in here. I don't want to interrupt that person working out. I don't use gyms at hotels, but this certainly looks to be pretty decent. Do I need my card to get out? That door didn't open up. Oh, there's a button. Thank you. Towels for the pool. I ordered a beer at the pool, and it was a bit pricey. It was listed at 200 baht, and it came out to like 235. And my last hotel in Thailand, the same beer would have been 70 baht. The pool is not heated, and there's no hot tub or jetted area, but There's plenty of sun warming up the water. It's quite nice and comfortable. I like those sunbeds over there. That's a great idea for people that just want to take in some sun but not hog one of the covered loungers. But it does get quite busy here. And people end up sitting on these chairs, which I think is kind of dumb. I'd like to see more comfortable seating and some sun umbrellas on this side. For such a big hotel, only having 5 sun umbrellas seems very inadequate. And they easily could have squeezed some more lounge chairs in here. But I guess those are minor gripes, all things considering, or all things considered. I'm a little hungover. And the pool is 1.2 meters deep. Yeah, let's take a look at what you can see. There's a French-themed hotel, La Petite Salille. There's a shabbier rooftop pool at the Grand President. And that room right there is a jacuzzi room. It's a similar size and configuration to the room I have. It just has a jacuzzi by the bed. This waterfall feature is really nice. It kind of masks a lot of the sounds from the street. It's also nice that it's on the 8th floor. I find the really high rooftop pools can get quite breezy, actually, especially around sundown. Not the best rooftop pool, but it's certainly a good one. And let's go head up to the room. No outside food permitted. One gripe, I think it's 22 stories. I'm staying on 21, but there are only 2 elevators. They've generally been pretty quick, but there's been a few times where I was stuck for quite a while. And I requested room service before I left and had some lunch. Let's see if they have followed up and cleaned it. The hallways are quite nice, and the carpeting is very soft. All right, I'm going to fish out my card again, and we'll head in. And in we go. This is the premier corner room. Slide my card in there. You do have to leave your card in there for power, but you can always ask for 2 cards and just leave one in there all the time. I don't think they like that, but you can certainly do it. So we'll just take a look around this rather excellent hotel room. So I mentioned earlier the premier corner room. I paid $500 and I think $64 Canadian for 4 nights. And for a few $100s more, there was the jacuzzi room, which looked quite similar, except it had a jacuzzi right in front of the window there. Let's take a look through the bathroom. Nice big mirror. There's a sink. They do give you 2 bottles of water every day. A makeup mirror. There's the plugs that does accommodate the US and Canadian style plug. toilet, bum gun, 2 rolls of toilet paper, 2 hand towels and 2 full-size towels. And they do have bathrobes as well. And the shower here is excellent. Perhaps for this standard of room and at the price, there should be a tub, but I'll forgive them for this excellent shower. They do give you 2 bottles of body wash and conditioning shampoo. And the shower heads are kind of neat. Really good pressure, and you can run the detachable shower head and the rainfall shower at the same time. See if I can turn these off without getting too wet. The water pressure gets nice and hot, so A+ on the shower. And unlike a lot of hotels in Thailand, the ceiling here is good, so water doesn't trickle out all over the floor. And there's a view looking back up towards Sukhumvit Road. And there is the Sofitel, a 5-star hotel in the center of the shot. And there's a closet with a number of drawers. We've got stuff in there. You'll just have to take my word for it. And a nice big laptop safe. There's 5 hangers as well for storage. More space up there. We've got this storage area here as well. And there's, I think, the only full-size mirror in the hotel, or in the hotel room. And you get a couple of chamomile teas, I don't know how to say it, and English breakfast, instant coffee with sugar and Coffee Mate. It's quite handy. There is that Starbucks downstairs. There's also a kettle, a mini bar. I haven't taken anything from it, but I have been putting stuff I buy in there. The internet here is quite fast. It's about 150 down, 250 up, which is excellent. I've been able to upload some very large files quickly. I think this room's about 34 square meters. Nice big TV. This TV is quite good. I had a lot of trouble trying to get to the HDMI ports. I just gave up on it. But I don't know how to get out of this screen. If you go to the menu, I'll just turn it off and turn it back on. You can access Netflix and YouTube. It also has screen casting, so you can just cast whatever from your phone or your laptop to it. I haven't been using it, but it's certainly a nice big TV to have. There's a nice workspace, plenty of plugs and USB ports here to plug your stuff in. There's a look at the Ambassador Hotel tower wing. It's a very nice view from up here. Get this little kind of day bed and a table. I think the furniture and layout of this hotel room is very smart and very well done. Here we go. You get a hotel directory, a channel list. You can see the weather. There's the apps. I don't know why the remote control right now isn't being very responsive. There we go, apps. One downside, a few days ago there were some neighbors who like to listen to music, rather crappy music, very loud, and this adjoining door here doesn't have the best sound insulation. Haven't really had any other problems with this entire room other than that, but if you do have noisy neighbors, the sound will lead or leak into your room, and vice versa. The bed is firm but comfortable. I'd say maybe medium firm. It's not super duper soft like at some other hotels, but I've been sleeping like a baby on it. And next to each bedside here, again, you get a power plug and 2 USB ports, and you can turn off all the lights without getting up, which is always appreciated. And housekeeping did a fantastic job. So really, I think this is a true 4-star hotel. And it's certainly, for the money, a fantastic value. You can definitely spend a lot less here, but considering the rooftop pool, the breakfast is excellent. The air conditioning works extremely well. I should have mentioned that. And you can indicate do not disturb, or if you want your room made up. Right there. I don't know what else there is to say. This has been a wonderful experience staying at this hotel. And really, once you start getting nicer hotels than this, I find it is just diminishing returns. You pay a lot more for something just a little bit better. So I think this is really the sweet spot in terms of having a nice almost luxury stay at a price that is entirely reasonable. I mean, that'll vary based on the time of year and how booked or not the hotel is, but I fully recommend it. If Soi 11 is a little too busy and a little too loud for you, they have another property over on Soi 15 called the Samala that is also quite new. I saw Jay Swanson, a Paris American-based YouTuber, or he's a American YouTuber based in Paris. When he came here, he stayed at the Samala. So if you want a slightly quieter, less happening street, look up that hotel if this tickles your fancy. And really, I haven't heard any noise from the street at night. We are facing the back of the hotel, but that hasn't been an issue. It's just a phenomenal hotel for the money. And on that note, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have stayed here, let me know your thoughts and comments down below. If you wish to support what I do on YouTube, there's links to my channel membership and Patreon down in the description. I have an Instagram account at Johnny Strides, and there is a super thanks button appearing down below the video if you wish to say thanks that way. This hotel did not hook me up. They didn't pay me. I paid my own money to stay here. And I've stayed at over a dozen different hotels in this area before, including some proper 5 stars, and all things considered, this is my favorite of the lot. Yoink!